Hi, my name is Emily Santalise. I am in Mr. Beavis's third period class. The book I chose to talk about for my TED Talk book report is The Glass Castle. The Glass Castle, written by Jeanette Walls, is a memoir based upon true events that helped shape her into the successful woman she is today. To briefly summarize what the book is about, Jeanette writes about the hardships she had to face with her unstable and abusive family. The book starts off in the present, then flashes back to the past, where she talks about the kind of lifestyle she had. Jeanette's family was not like the others. Her dad was an alcoholic, and her mom was a delusional woman who painted for a living but never sold a single one of her paintings. She also suffered many inconveniences, from having almost been burned alive as a child to moving from town to town once the bill collector was after her dad. However, Jeanette and her three siblings, Lori, Brian, and Maureen, made it through with the help of one another. Although their life was messy, Jeanette never fails to include the good times that made an everlasting impression on her life. Her parents may not have been the best, but they loved their children and always made sure they stayed true to themselves. In Jeanette's memoir, she structures her writing from jumping back and forth from present to past and present again. I believe that Jeanette structured her writing like this in order to help explain how and why things played out the way they did in her life. The use of her introduction and preface are helpful because it gives a brief idea or understanding of what is yet to come. In The Glass Castle, there are many uses of rhetorical devices. Jeanette's memoir was written not only for herself, but to help give and share her personal knowledge of her own understandings. To add on to this, I believe that Jeanette's purpose for writing The Glass Castle is to help shine light on the strength and beauty that comes out of dysfunction. In the book as well, the author uses pathos to help the reader connect with the writing. The book is about her struggle, and without the powerful emotions she used, the impact would not have been the same. In continuation, the book's appearance is very subtle and clean. In the front cover, we see Jeanette as a young girl who seems to be whispering to her sibling while keeping her eyes closed. I think the message Jeanette is trying to send here is how close she is to her family. Now it's time for my personal response. Okay, now it's time for my personal response. My overall response to this book is positive. I think Jeanette does a great job of not stereotyping her family and not sugarcoating her life either, but instead gives us the harsh truth about it. What I gained from this book was how strong a person can truly be if they really allow themselves to reach full potential. In The Glass Castle, Jeanette is faced with many dilemmas. However, she finds a way to pull through them and strive at the end. I also gained a lot of knowledge from her dad. Although he was not much of a help to the family, he taught his kids to be selfless. One of my favorite quotes from the book is, "The tree struggles is what gives the tree its beauty." My understanding of this beauty is what comes from the hardships and struggles that she had to face. I would praise this book by giving it a 10 out of 10 for symbolism. Jeanette's use of fire, the Joshua tree, and the glass castle, which was the house that her dad promised he'd build her but never did, are what really helped give us the overall meaning in the book. Each object has its own significance. However, if I were to criticize this book, I would say that I wish it went more into depth about her parents' lives. I would 100% recommend that we keep this book in our reading list because it does teach a lot of important life lessons that some of us need to learn. If I had to name a specific group who would like to read this, I think it would have to be the more mature teenagers that are good at finding the meaning behind the context. Jeanette Wall's book does an amazing job at helping us understand her life and how it may compare to some of our lifestyles. Okay guys, Now that's the end of my book report. I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, my name is Emily Santeliz, and thank you so much for watching.